what characteristics in the African personality and in the minds of African children, which if they existed there would be perceived as threats to European domination. And you will see those characteristics being what? Neutralized and washed out. And from that, when you start with that question, you can begin to see the system organized economically, politically, educationally, and in every way to create those characteristics or to neutralize those other characteristics which work against European interests. If the love of African people, one for the other, if we can look beyond these names that white people have put up on us and see ourselves as one African people, is a threat to European dominance, then you will see us identifying ourselves in terms of these European given names. I'm West Indian, I'm Bahamian, I'm Afro-American, I'm this, and using those as what? As the basis and foundation for not coming together and organizing as a people, you see. In fact, you heard, I believe, on LIB the other day, I think the United States is now getting ready to put in a new racial category in the census called mixed. That's going to give a lot of Negroes a way out. Yeah. So they're going to bring into being a mixed race. So in the future, you can check off mixed. You know, check your little color out and do the mixed number. A South Africanization, this is the thing I've tried to tell people for years and years, that race is not only a biological term, a genetic term, it is also a sociological term. And to a great extent, it is more important sociologically than it is biologically. People can define you in or out of the race at any time they feel like it. And one of the powers that we've given and permitted the European to have, you see, is that power to define ethnicity in a way that suits his will and his wishes. So now, in order to water down and knock down African unity and sense of peopleness, we will now create a new ethnic group, and that is the one called mixed. Knowing that some of you seeking to escape your blackness and escape your African heritage and so forth will eagerly move toward that group, and you'll get a little differential crumb for identifying yourself that way, and therefore the burgeoning and developing power of African people can be broken, and our subordination can continue. This is the kind of game that is going on when you let another people define who and what you're about. It also lets you know then that the identification of black people the world over as African people is a major threat to European dominance. Otherwise, there would be no need for them to do what? Redefine you ethnically. They are motivated then to redefine the ethnic group, because redefinition of it means the minoritizing of the ethnic group, and therefore the more you fracture and minoritize a group, the weaker that group is, and that group then cannot overthrow you. When you are a minority, you gain power by minoritizing everybody else. And this is the game. And therefore, if identifying ourselves as Africans, regardless of nationality, is a threat to Europeans, you're going to find your children reject being called what? African.